From what looked to be a situation that was heading towards a major environmental disaster, authorities are now breathing a collective sigh of relief after salvo reports say that the Express Pearl's 300 metric tons of bunker fuel haven't seemed to have survived the massive blaze.
මේ සමාගමට මූලිකවම දැනුම් දුන විධානයන් විදියට වගේම නැවේ ගලවා ගැනීමේ සමාගමේ ප්‍රධාන කපිතාන්වරයාටත් ලිඛිත විධානයන් අපි ලබා දුන්නා නැවේ තෙල් තියෙනවද නැද්ද කියන එක අපිට බලලා කියන්නට කියලා නෞකාවේ ගලවා ගැනීමේ සමාගමේ කපිතාන්වරයා සහ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවට පැමිණි ITOF කියන අන්තර්ජාතික තෙල් විසිරීම පිළිබඳ විශේෂඥ කණ්ඩායම ඔවුන්ගේ ලිඛිත නිරීක්ෂණවල සඳහන් කරලා තියෙන්නේ බොහෝ විට මෙම ගින්න පැවතිච්ච ආකාරය තිබුණු දවස් ගණන සහ උෂ්ණත්වය අනුව බොහෝ විට නෞකාවේ බංක තෙල් අඩංගු විය නොහැකි බව.
Meanwhile, State Minister of Urban Development and Coast Conservation Dr. Nalaka Godaheva revealed that several experts from the United Nations and the European Union are expected to arrive in the country shortly to aid authorities in assessing the extent of the environmental damage.
Through the discussion, we understood the expertise that we have within the country is not sufficient to accurately calculate the damage. So what we did was, through the Foreign Ministry, we wrote to the United Nations and also European Union. So they have now written to the Foreign Ministry saying that they can send 3 experts, but they also have said that is not enough. They will cover the full gamut and get back to us in due course.
Further, responding to how Sri Lanka plans to prepare itself to deal with any future disasters such as this, the State Minister added that several countries have already volunteered to help the country develop its own capabilities through material and technical assistance.
It's a fact that we are not fully equipped to handle a disaster on our own. As you very correctly mentioned, probably there were plans, there were expectations, there were requests, but probably because of our economic conditions. But now we are trying to do 2 things. Number one, whatever within our limits, what we can request from budgets, next year we'll be seeking for various institutes to buy this equipment. Secondly, we are writing to many countries asking whether they can assist us, because it is not like seeking financial assistance. Equipment is something that can come much easier, and already to the Foreign Ministry several countries have written on their own and offered support. So we'll see how that will work out.
When asked why there has been a delay in removing the wreck, Dr. Godaheva revealed that current monsoon conditions remain the only stumbling block to its removal by the company-appointed salvors.
We would like to see this wreck being removed, not today but yesterday if possible. However, because of this monsoon season, the salvagers are not advising that. They want to wait till the sea settles. So that is what is delaying the process. However, the company has appointed a specialized caretaker company to overlook the wreck at the moment, but we can't push them to do something that they cannot do until the right time comes.
Meanwhile, the government analyst has stated that the assistance of the manufacturer of the Express Pearl's voyage data recorder needs to be sought in order to analyze its data, and that coordination work in this regard is now underway. Further, the Criminal Investigation Department is planning on recording statements from the local agent of the Singapore-registered vessel. Last week, the state prosecutor told the Colombo Magistrates Court that the local agent had deleted several emails exchanged with the vessel's captain that could prove vital to the probes.
Close Up Ever Fresh Toothpaste. පැය 12ක් දක්වා නැවුම් මූවක පහස අත්විඳින්න.